Si Mari ba? May managani ka si Mari Angel, oh. Mahapit ko baladanan. Uy, mga Mars, kabati ka masang chismis?
Ano chismis, day?
Ang abot pala kay Rene, pag kay Ligaya. May asawa, gali si Rene nga una, antes kay Ligaya.
Ano to, oh?
Oo, kasado pa sila.
Kaluoy sa duwa ka bata nila.
Gani man.
Pero di ba maestro na siya?
Oo, gani. Eh, di ba maestro, may mga dignidad na sila. Ambot niya, anong natabo kay Rene man?
Oh, luya sa iya nga promotion.
Gani, nakapawi-uya sa bala.
Ay, ambot ka agaga. Chismis na dayon inyo ginatupag. Pabayin na da sila.
Newsflash, our registered professional teacher stationed at St. Agari Elementary School is facing a criminal case for bigamy and abandoned by father by his wife.
Gusto ko man yan sa kumpleto nga pamilya kang malipayon. Pero anong gihimo niya? Gihimo niya lang kami sa iya bata na ilintoon. Hindi naman deserve. Hindi ko gusto nga magganto pa kami sa amo niya chimpo. Pero ginahimo ko ni para sa akon anak, para man sa akon.
It appeared that on January 10, 1992, Rene married Ligaya at the Municipal Trial Court of Dain, Camarines Norte. But after years of marriage, Ligaya found out that Rene was already married to a certain Cristina Pablo Pusi and already had 2 children with his first wife. On August 2, 2005, Ligaya filed a letter complaint through the director of PRC Lucena City, and she also filed a criminal case for bigamy and abandonment because Ligaya said that Rene has not given her and their children support.
Ma'am Ligaya, anong mahambal mo sa pag-apila ni Mr. Rene sa sininga kaso?
Why, sauya? Napamisaran niyo bang iya mga bata pagkatapos ng tanan? Kung gusto iya maginulsol, taniway na sa nag-apila nga doamon pasala sa bata iya.
Ano inyo nabatyagan nga ang inyo iloy, gipasakaan kaso ang inyo amay?
Wala kami nag-expect nga maglabot sa amon nga sitwasyon sila ni mama kag ni papa. Nakita ko gid ang pangapudlay ni mama sugod sang wala nagahatag si papa sustento sa amon.
Kag gusto lang tayo namon nga kung ano magiging desisyon ni mama, suportahan na lang namon kay lamang kami kapatid nga amo taghimo sa amin ni papa. Kag gusto ko lang tanin namon sang masadya kag malipayon nga pamilya.
Kahuluya, kay naturingan pa naman sa bilang isa ka maestro. Dapat siya ang maging role model namon. Pero wala ilang giguba iyang image, kundi pati ang bilog namon nga pamilya.
Adlaw, ano tani nga mensahe ang gusto mo ihatag sa imo nga asawa?
Gusto ko lang gamiton ng ining nga oportunidad para ambal kaligaya nga hindi namon kinanglan maglabot sa sininga sitwasyon. Tani panumdumon niya man ang amon niya mga kabataan. Kagligaya kung din ka man subong kung galantaw ka. Tani hindi mo na pagpadayon nun ang pagsaka sang kaso sakon. May istoryahan ta pa ni.
Further information about the case from the Supreme Court will be given by Daniela Zunable.
After due considerations of the complaints, affidavit, supporting documents, and pleading filed, the Board of Professional Teachers PRC Lucena City found a prima facie case for immorality and dishonorable conduct against Rene. On February 16, 2007, the BPT found Rene administratively liable of the charges and revoked his license as a professional teacher. Rene moved for a reconsideration but his motion was denied by the BPT on July 9, 2007. He also filed for a petition for review but his appeal was dismissed on March 28, 2008. And after that, Rene then went to the Supreme Court. For further information about the decision of the SC or the Supreme Court, here's Janeline Paglinawan.
Thank you, Daniela. For the continuation, the Supreme Court said that if a complaint is filed under RA 7836, the jurisdiction to hear the same falls with the BPT-PRC. However, if the complaint against a public school teacher is filed with the DepEd, then under Section 9 of RA 4670 or the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers, the jurisdiction over administrative cases of public school teachers is lodged with the investigating committee created pursuant to the said section, now being implemented by Section 2, Chapter 7 of Dex Order 33, Series of 1999, also known as the Dex Rules of Procedure. A complaint filed under 4670 shall be heard by the investigating committee, which is under the DepEd, as emphasized by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court then explained that as to the CSC under PD 807, also known as the Civil Service Decree of the Philippines, particularly Sections 9 and 37 thereof, the CSC has the power to hear and decide administrative disciplinary cases instituted directly with it or brought to it on appeal. As the central personnel agency of the government, the CSC has jurisdiction to supervise and discipline all government employees, including those employed in government-owned or controlled corporations with original charters. Consequently, if civil service rules and regulations are violated, complaints for said violations may be filed with the CSC. However, where concurrent jurisdiction exists in several tribunals, the body or agency that first takes cognizance of the complaint shall exercise jurisdiction to the exclusion of others. Here, it was the BPT, before which respondent filed the complaint, that acquired jurisdiction over the case and which had the authority to proceed and decide the case to the exclusion of the DepEd and the CSC. The Supreme Court later on explained why there was substantial evidence to show that petitioner was guilty of immoral and dishonorable conduct. While petitioner claims good faith and maintains that he married respondent with the erroneous belief that his first wife was already deceased, the Supreme Court ruled that the issues as to whether petitioner knew his first wife to be dead and whether the respondent knew that petitioner was already married have been ruled upon by both the BPT and the CA. The BPT and the appellate court found untenable petitioner's belief that his first wife was already dead and that his former marriage was no longer subsisting. For failing to get a court order declaring his first wife presumptively dead, his marriage to respondent was clearly unlawful and immoral. In the practice of his profession, he as a licensed professional teacher is required to strictly adhere to, observe, and practice the set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values laid down in the aforesaid code. It is of no moment that he was not yet a teacher when he contracted his second marriage. His good moral character is a continuing requirement which he must possess if he wants to continue practicing his noble profession. In the instant case, he failed to abide by the tenets of morality.
Thank you for that comprehensive report. Our hearts will go out to Ligaya and her children as they navigate this difficult situation. We hope that this report will shed light on the options available for individuals facing similar circumstances. Stay tuned for more news updates after the break.